step by step, Curious has
bit by bit.
He has been taking win after win here. 2 wins away from an all kill. Let's see if he can grab that. Curious, Creator is his opponent.
The next game is going to be pretty cool. Naniwa just tweeted, finally the match I've been waiting for, Curious versus Creator, and he's so right about it, because this game is going to be crazy. Creator Prime, StarTale Curious, Wolf, how excited are you right now?
I'm really excited. I don't know if Creator can do this. Can he do this? It's hard to say. We got some insight from someone living in the Prime House right now. He told us that Creator right now is going 50-50 against Pung Pung in practice for PvZ, and he feels, you know, he might be able to do it, but it's hard to say. And I agree. I mean, it's cool to have that insight where he's winning 50-50 against Pung Pung recently. That shows him how his practicing in this matchup has been going. But Curious, I think, is on another level, man. We're going to start this game right now. We'll see if Curious has a... at the GSTL with Calder and Wolf.
Am I babbling contagious?
Yeah, man, I guess so. I don't know if I'm getting these names so mixed up. It's crazy.
To the left of the map of Metropolis, in the red, we have our Protoss player, the first one of the day.
Creator Prime!
He's the weapon of choice for the Prime team. He has to accomplish what neither Marine King nor Maru could do in the last 2 games, nor the Protoss player, the Zerg player in the first. All of them fell victim to this dude, the guy to the bottom, at the right side of the map in the blue color.
Curious!
And now we have Metropolis. Metropolis PvZ.
Yeah, you know, something to note about Curious play, I always note these little things when the game starts. He delayed his 9th probe by about 8 seconds, and that's pretty huge. That means his probe timing is way off. I don't know why he didn't build it. He just forgot to build it, or he got stressed out, but something is going on to where, you know, his probe's production is a little behind, which is not extremely significant, but what's more significant is that he's probably nervous. Something has gone wrong in that booth.
By the way, just to give you an idea what was on the shirt of Ace during the break when Curious won the last game, it basically said, "Have fun lettering Prime Team while we are in Las Vegas." Yeah. He's getting a little bit mean now, isn't he? Well, they didn't win just yet?
Nope, not quite.
And here comes the pool, no gas, standard build for Zerg, obviously, just trying to get the expansion out there with the pool in order to be safe against cannoners. At the same time, the Forge first expand for our Prime player, for Creator.
He wasn't able to block the hatchery, so that was kind of surprising. He knew it would be coming, but did not block it. He may have not intended to block it, but I think it's almost always the best choice to block. Now, if he wants to put any sort of pressure on before he destroys those rocks, he will have to keep that probe alive because he's now tightly walled himself in. He's actually going 2nd pylon before cannon. A bold move, but I like it because this will allow him to get some additional probes out, and with the full wall off, the cannon will absolutely finish in time.
Definitely will, and it is so easy to just completely wall off on this map and make sure that you get your second base with the rocks that are there. You have you can kill the rocks in order to move out, so you don't have to kill one of your buildings if you decide to wall off completely. The Zerglings are trying to get in there, but there's no chance. They can't force a cancel on the gateway because the cannon is ready. Everything works out just fine for Creator.
Yep. Core goes down now. Creator actually showing a very solid build. The probe has been spotted. That's very unfortunate. It really limits his options. It's going to be impossible for him to hit a fast +1 for Gateway Zealot timing pressure at the 3rd base. Now that his probe has been spotted, he will see it's not a super fast 3rd, which will kind of tip him off that it's possible his opponent has gas, but he doesn't know for sure at this point, and he's not going to be able to find out. Oh, the probe.
Probe is going to die. It's going to be pretty interesting to... Oh, actually, is he able to... Ah, nice. He tries to hide the drone, but... Nice. Drone was spotted. He spotted the drone. Here's the 3rd base. It's going to be very interesting to see the transitioner for Creator. Is he going for the Immortal push? Is he going for the... is he's going for some kind of Blink Stalk all in, but especially with those positions, I think we can completely rule out any kind of Stargate tech.
Yeah, and no.
Oh no!
Gases. Well,
he's actually going straight for the Stargate. Okay.
Okay. Well, he hadn't taken his gases yet, but he is going to go for Stargate tech. It's the last thing that Curious will expect at these positions, I feel. And he's going to even be able to see with his Overlord that the gases have not been taken at the natural right now. Nice micro with the Zealots. Something to note about Zealots. For those of you guys who don't know, if you micro your Zealots back after they do their first hit, the Zerglings will not be able to attack as quickly, and then you can just move them back. So if you kind of stutter step micro your Zealots, you actually do better against Zerglings. A lot of people don't know this. It's becoming more popular. You see it more often now. It's just something very subtle, but very important about Zealot micro.
I'm really interested to see how effective this Stargate play by Creator is going to be, because I have the feeling that I certainly didn't expect it, especially with those positions that we have right now and on this map. I feel like Stargate is... I think there are better choices than the Stargate tech, but we'll see. Maybe he's able to pull it off and surprise Curious with it. So Curious so far has been playing really well, and here's a little bit of aggression. The Zerglings are taking down the Zealots and also headed for the... well, for the Stalkers, but we don't have speed just yet.
Yeah, he hasn't even started it. This is a little bit of a weird micro. Nice spot on Stargate.
Yep, has spotted it.
He microed his units a little bit unusually. He didn't target the Queen or Zerglings, so he got neither, so now he's kind of forced back. He will be able to kill these Zerglings with a Void Ray support though.
He spotted the Stargate a little bit later, I guess. He just sent one of his Overlords, and upon realizing, okay, it's a Stargate, he started the Queen and the Spore Crawlers a little bit later than when the Overlord actually spotted it. +1 attack is now being researched.
Look at this micro on the Stalkers on the middle map.
How many kills do they have? 4?
3 and 4, so 7 in total. But the Voider is able to get some as well, and he's still controlling the map with these. He's got a micro a little bit better though, not quite doing the best job there. Now he gets him away.
Creator's actually ahead in when it comes down to the probes right now. He's on 47 to 45. We have him with the transition into the Twilight Council. And
Hydralisk is going down. I do not think he will use that at all unless there becomes an emergency.
yeah, against... nah. Well, we've seen the attempts of a few Zerg players already to go for Hydralisk and then use a forward Nidus.
Yeah, I don't really... It's way too late for that.
Yeah, I don't really expect Curious to use something like it. The Hydra then probably only a precaution, but it's a single Stargate. One Queen is dead though already.
Oh, I don't like this. I really don't like this. Oh, he barely gets a Phoenix there. Time to save the Void Ray. He's out of lift. Oh, wow. What?
Nice. Lures him into the range of the Spore Crawler. The second Queen will survive. There are not enough Phoenixes in order to take down in one lift. Needs to retreat though into the safety of... a little bit of a misstep here. He should have tried to retreat. And he's actually doing a lot of damage right now with his single Stargate. I'm really surprised that he's able to do so much damage. He killed how many Queens? 3 in total. 3 Queens and also a few Overlords. Well done.
Losing the Void Ray makes me wonder if it was really worth. But if you ever have a time where there are less Queens than there are hatcheries, then you've done some damage in that way. He actually wants to get a drone or two, but he just doesn't have any lifts available to him just yet. Now the third base has been taken by our Protoss player. Hydralisk range on the way, as well as Burrow movement, and his +1 missile weapons about to finish as well. But because this has been scouted, he starts +2, and he should be starting a robotic support bay very soon. He already has the Robo now.
Creator's playing this very, very well, and this Stargate transition, I was really impressed, so I have to apologize to Creator. He made it work. We have the third base being built right now, and he is still annoying his opponent, trying to take down a few of these Overlords. Just a little bit of a miss-micro here, but in general he's not doing too bad, but he needs to pay a little more attention to his units. He's not allowed to use so many of these Phoenixes if he wants to keep under pressure.
The Void Ray in particular loss was a little bit embarrassing, but the Robo is making an Immortal. He's actually not made a robotic support bay. I think he's he's trying to think further ahead here. He's thinking, well, he's not really going Hydras, but even so, getting the robotic support base is so important in this matchup, I feel. Getting the Immortals out is important too, but it should make the robotic support base. He's just not doing it.
He needs to secure the third, and I think that he's definitely able to do so. We have an Infestation Pit now building the +2 attack upgrade for StarTaleQ, but he does not really have the numbers in order to take down this third.
Yeah, he really doesn't.
He's going to try nonetheless.
Yeah, this is a weird attack. He's got a small group of Hydralisks. His opponent has Blink on Stalkers. He's got +2, whereas he only has +1, no Carapace upgrades. There's even a Photon Cannon here. And all these things are unknown to him, but it's kind of weird that he would suspect that this is a good time to do this. That Roach he was screwed, man.
One poor Roach. You're trying to run away and suddenly 30 Blink Stalkers just blink on top of you and like, yeah, boom.
Sad day to be that Roach. We're gonna have 2 Phoenixes fly over Hydralisk and die. Pretty fireworks.
Yeah, that's something that just should not happen. You can use those Phoenixes later on to scout to just make sure that there are no Overlords. There's still a few Overlords scattered across the map that he could try to take down. So the Phoenixes are dead already. We have 3 Immortals now, and finally Creator is pushing out. He's on 3 bases. He can transition. He's going for the Dark Shrine. And this attack, if he's really going to push out now, he could do a ton of damage. Just make sure that the rocks are being killed as well. That is natural in order to get a free path for his units.
Oh, this could be a nice trap.
Blink, blink, blink.
He doesn't have an Observer nearby, though, so these Roaches could burrow. Looks like he wants to fight. Oh, it's not good for Curious.
Not at all. Force Fields trapping a few of the Hydralisks. Could have trapped more, but still doing a nice amount of damage.
And more units rallied across. Caldor, I'm not sure if he can really hold this base at the top left.
This looks really bad, especially with the Dark Shrine about to finish.
And +3 is going to finish as well. And with those Immortals at +3 with the Stalker support, the Roaches are going to melt.
Creator is playing this so well right now.
Imagine what it would be like if you threw a stick of butter into a volcano. That's how those Roaches are going to melt, man. That's what it's going to be like. He has
take your word for it.
He has no Colossus support for this army, so the Hydras that are mixed in with the Infestors may be able to turn the tide a little bit. The upgrades right now are 3-0 for our Protoss to 2-1.
Did he spot the Dark Shrine? He must have seen it. Yeah, he did. He did. He saw it with one of his Overseers. That's the reason why he has Overseers in the army right now. And here are the Force Fields. Nice Blink Micro, a couple of Fungals hit, but look at Creator's army just going in there, taking down the Spine Crawlers as well. The Force Fields blocking, but he's retreating, luring the units of StarTaleQ into the range of all these Immortals. The Immortals still going strong. There's one in the back. He just can't blink in there if he wants. A bunch of Infested Swarm is being used by the Infestors, but it's not going to change anything at all in this fight. Creator Prime is taking down the army of StarTaleQ and now just trying to roll over the bases of the StarTale player.
Yeah, it looks like he may be able to do it. Another Fungal does get dropped. The Infestors falling so quickly, though. Roach is flanking here. It looks like he does not have enough. The upgrades are just too strong, and the unit composition is so much better. We're watching a stick of butter get dropped into a volcano, Caldor, and I think this may be the end. Supply plummeting now for Curious. For the first time, Creator will take a supply lead, and the game should end fairly soon as a result.
Very, very nice Blink Micro here by Creator Prime. He's doing so well. And the inevitable GG Creator Prime taking the point for the Prime team. 3-1. Finally, StarTaleQ has found his master. He's defeated.
Oh man, he's looking so relieved. Well done, because Prime. Without this guy, might have been out, down for the count. Fans even chanting his name. Doing really nicely there in that final game. We'll see what StarTale's got up their sleeve next, but they're still ahead. Score now 3-1.
Even though they won one map right now, it's still going to be tough. So Creator has a hard road in front of him, and let's see what StarTale is going to do right now.
Well, let's see. I would, in this case, I might actually send out Sase. PvP against Creator. Creator can trash a Terran, okay? And to send out another Zerg after Curious lost in that way is not something I would want to do. And Sase is not like the star Protoss. He's that guy who can PvP pretty well. I might send Sase out. I might do that in this scenario.
It's certainly not going to be a Zerg player.
Yeah, definitely. I just do not think so.
Not on Entombed Valley.
Oh, absolutely not. Ooh, this could be... Have you used Entombed Valley with the intention of using a Zerg later? It's going to be perhaps a Protoss for PvP on this map. To use July later. Who's it going to be? Is it going to be Party? No. It's Bomber. Oh, wow. And StarTale just has so much depth to their lineup. The GSTL team is amazing.
This is going to be insane. I love those games today. I mean, we saw Marine King against Curious, Creator against Curious. Now we have Creator against Bomber. This is just going to be sick.
That's a bold move to try to put Bomber out against Creator. Now, we saw Creator recently lose to a Terran in the GSL, and that Terran was Nada. He died to very unique dropship timing attacks.
Wasn't he on Entombed Valley as well? I think
he lost one game on Entombed Valley. The other one was... I don't particularly remember. It was 2-1. It was a 2-1 defeat. He almost beat Nada. His late game is crazy, but you might be able to catch him off guard in the early to mid game. That's where Creator seems to fall apart sometimes. But in the late game, do not count on landing those EMPs and winning the battle, because Creator will just not allow that.
It's going to be pretty intense. Well, if Bomber takes this win and StarTale suddenly ahead with 4-1, it's going to be so hard to come back. They will have to get one guy to kind of all-kill StarTale. Yeah. So Creator, he did a nice job against Curious, but that is definitely not the end of it. He has to win more games than that in order to bring the Brian team back into this planet.
This is going to be a tough match for him, but the choice to use Bomber is really interesting. It's a strategic move by StarTale, because now if Creator loses, they have to play against Bomber with someone that they didn't want to use for their final player. But if if Bomber loses, that's the thing.
It's kind of funny as well, because last match they already played against each other, and Creator won against Bomber in the IGN Pro League with 1-0. So this is kind of a payback time for Bomber now.
We'll see if he can do it. The countdown is finished. Creator, a very young Protoss for Prime. He's put his team up 1 point. Can he get them to a second point, evening the deficit here in Prime versus StarTale, or will Bomber bring his team closer to victory? Let's find out right now.